Hello guys and welcome to Q&A live here on James Bryant Photography and Models YouTube channel. We're on a slight little delay here. I've got something wrong with the app I am using. So my video here is two minutes behind from how I'm actually recording this. So it's almost live. Something's gone wrong with my YouTube obviously. So thank you for joining me on Q&A live. This is a one-off show to celebrate 1,000 subscribers here to my channel. You have to excuse me if you keep looking down. I put a little script and I've also got my questions that everyone's asked me. So thank you for your support. It means a lot to me because it's not a full-time channel. So to get that many likes and subscribers from you guys is amazing. I will be answering questions that were given to me via Facebook last night. Unfortunately, due to this little technical problem, there won't be able to answer any during the show. And I'm sorry if I cut this short. I'm on call today, so if my phone goes, I will have to answer that, and I will pick this up at a later date. So, on to the first question that I've got given for Q&A live. So, I've only written down the questions. I haven't written who they were from. So. If it's from you, your question made it into my show. So, the first question is, how is your new HGV driving job going? Well, as nice as it is to be out on the road driving, the company I've gone to work for, I don't like. Simple as. So, I don't know, really. And it's going to be quite tough at the moment, because I don't like that firm. I'm looking for a way out quickly, and very quickly, because they put my license that I've worked very hard for at risk. So yeah, that's quite a heart-pulling moment, because this kind of spoiling my dream job at the moment. So, next question. How long have you been collecting your models? Well, the ones behind me, been collecting since around 1999, around that area of my life. That's when I started collecting them. Back when I was a little kid, and that's why a lot of mine don't have boxes, because a lot of them were actual toys I played with. And because I used to look after my toys, there's no damage on them. A few that did get damaged, and they're not Stobart models, are somewhere up here, and they got repainted into my model bus fleet. But some of these models here, for the side of me here, for my out of my books collection, the ones that aren't painted up, they're from my childhood as well, and they've got no damage on them. They just haven't got a box. So, next question. What makes me like Stobart so much? That's a very tough question. When I was little, I saw the trucks around on the road, and I quite liked the livery. Because it's so long ago, details are a bit sketchy. But it progressed, how I liked it. I wrote into the local newspaper to find out about them, because we heard that they had a fan club. So me and my parents did that, and then I joined it shortly after. It's about 98, I think it was. And then the following year I met Edward Stobart himself, so that then made it grow even more. And really I've just been collecting ever since, and I spot when and if I can. I'm a spotter that likes the trucks to come to me rather than me go after the trucks. But the trucks, occasionally I do go to the trucks, like depots and that, but I haven't got the money all the time to go spotting. So it's nice when I'm out and about, visit like around Nottingham, I see them around, and that's whether I see them once, 100 times the trucks, you know, spotting. Like when I used to go to Newark, every time every time I used to know exactly the trucks that were in, because I was up there too many times and I've seen them trucks thousands of times. I think some of them are still on the road, but they've moved them around. They're at different depots now, which is good, but I still miss them down at no. So, how many models make up your model bus company? Well, I've got a bit of a fleet list behind the camera here. But since that was done, I've added a few more. So we're looking at about 250 vehicles in its fleet. That's trucks, vans, little cars, and the buses. So that's 250 vehicles, roughly, for this little fictional fleet, which I've got down some side of me here. My little fictional fleet, 250 of them. Almost as many as Stobart models, so I've got 360 of them, if not more. But you see, some of my Stobart stuff isn't actually a model, it's a t-shirt or a pair of curtains, or, if I can get it, whilst we're on the live show, excuse me if you can see my shorts, it's quite warm here in the UK. Eddie Stobart oil can, well, it's a jerry can. That's a good bargain to buy, that was. Open the lid up, it's difficult to get on and it's difficult to get off, put back on again, so I'm leaving it on now. But there was some very thin little puddle at the bottom, dry crusty diesel, but of course it doesn't have a smell anymore because it's obviously been in there a long time. That's one of my newest purchases, and yeah, well, that was a great find from a UK picker. So if you've seen the American pickers on Dave, I presume it's a guy or a pair of guys. We're doing the same thing here in the UK, and yeah, they came across that, and it's from the pre-Edward Stobart years, so it's from their dad's years when they used to do the agricultural stuff, and that's jerry can from inside the wagons. Right, next question. Are you sure it's IXO making Atlas models? I was, but then yesterday, let me find it on my phone for you, I did get a little bit of information that said it's not just them that's making it. Where are we? We've got IXO, so they might have, yeah, definitely, I think they did definitely make the road sweep, but you've also got Hongwell, which is, then you've also got Yatming, and you've got Real X Toys making models for Atlas editions. So, no, I'm not sure it's IXO anymore since I learnt that information, but from what I've known so far, it's mainly been IXO for this World of Stobart collection. Whether or not that's true or not, I'm not sure. So future model reviews, I will just put Atlas Editions model, not IXO. But I thought that I did some research and I knew they were IXO. Now that's come to my attention, I'm not too sure. So is it not IXO? I don't know. So next question. We're getting along these quite quickly actually. I didn't get many questions come through. So favourite Stobart. My favourite Stobart was the T-Cab Scania. Yes, it's a Scania. And I don't like Scanias. It was the bullnose one, Kerry Jane, because it's the only one in the fleet, nicest one. Yeah, that was my favourite. Shame it didn't last very long in the fleet. I saw it when it first came out. Didn't even see a day's worth of use on the road because it was at Peterborough Truck Fest one year. It was brand new, and I saw it. So, what is your favourite model? Well, again, that's my Kerry Jane models, because you know it's my favourite truck, so I want a favourite, and my models will be that. Although there is a few more models, like there's the new Oxford Diecast Car Transporter, which is now a favourite, but it's not up there on the same level as Kerry Jane models, just because I like the Kerry Jane truck, and I always have liked the Scania T-cabs. But that said, it's a shame Scania don't make it anymore. They had a real winner there, and stopped making it. So, next question. Well, I've got 3 questions here from the same person. Your top 3 movies, TVs, shows, and songs. Well, top 3 movies, that's a hard one. I like my movies, big time. Side of me here, and the glass cabinet there, movies. Got loads of them. Number 1 at the moment will be Deadpool. Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool. A very, very good film. It makes me laugh a lot. Number 2, Commando. Schwarzenegger Commando. And then number 3, probably Stallone and Over the Top. I really like that film. I mean, there's more like Convoy, Fast and Furious and all that. There's all the Disney Pixar films like Inside Out, Toy Story and all that. I really love them films. I even love the Despicable Me films. Really good films. It was really hard to put them into a top 3. But what I've just told you there, they're my most watched films. TV, we've got Big Bang Theory, number 1. You love it or hate it, that's up to you. Number 2 was Top Gear, but of course it's not the same anymore, so that's not in there. It's hard to say because I don't really watch a lot of live TV. I'd say it probably would be though, somewhere in the top 3 or top 5 at least. Knight Rider, the originals. Yeah, I'm just going to leave the rest of that. It's just Big Bang Theory, really, for a TV show. It's mainly the only one I watch. The rest are all like, if and when I remember to watch TV. Favourite songs? Oh, no, that's a hard one again, because my top 3, well, all my songs change on a regular day to day, what I like. I like the charts, I like old music, I like everything really. A lot of the stuff though that's on the Stobart Trucking songs is sort of the type of music I like. But putting them to a list, I just can't do that for you. Although there is quite a few good songs out there, I do sing along to loads of songs. Hard to put favourite song though, to be fair. Right, the next question anyway, I'm going to move on rather than keep on that one. How long have you been Stobart spotting since? Well, it's a bit like the one a bit further up, question about a bit further up. Because I started collecting in like 99. I've been a member since 98, when the club started in 97. So it's been, I've been basically since it started in the club. So been yeah, good times. And then last question that I got given. Someone was saying they noticed I like theme parks and have made theme park videos in the past. I want to know why I changed from doing theme parks videos to doing what I do now, and what is your favourite theme park or ride? Another hard question. Well, yeah, I just fancied changing direction. There's plenty of channels here on YouTube. The best for theme parks is Theme Park Worldwide, of course. What was I going to say just then? Yeah, best is theme park worldwide for your theme park stuff, vlogs and stuff like that. I was doing it stuff like that for myself, on-ride videos and that. I just changed because that market was already filled. I wanted to get a niche, and plus at the time not many people were doing model reviews, or they weren't doing it in a way that was suitable for everyone to watch. The sort of, you know, how can I put this? They had their own style, but they didn't. It's hard to put how to say that properly without offending people that might watch my channel at the same time. So, but yeah, I've changed because it's what I want to do. It's a little bit better, and it's another thing that I love. Of course, I'd love to do all the theme parks, but theme parks are actually more expensive than model collecting. If you think about it, 'cause it's about what, £50–60 entry per day to a theme park, whereas models, you can have about 3 or 4 models per entry price to a theme park. So I don't mean I don't like my theme parks still. I still enjoy them and I go on them regularly. Just I don't video it anymore. I just take a few photos here and there. Best theme parks. I haven't actually been to that many theme parks, to be fair. But my best out of the ones I've visited is Portaventura in Salou, just outside Barcelona in Spain. And that's also where my favourite ride is, and that's Shambhala, which is Europe's tallest roller coaster. Although not for much longer, because they just built one next to it, which is even taller than that. So yeah, that's basically covered all your questions. I don't really know what to do now. Thank you very much for watching the channel. Thank you for supporting it. Thank you for getting us to 1,000 likes. And I'm sorry that this didn't quite work out as a fully live show. We have been on a little bit of a delay whilst it's been uploading. It's either my internet connection app or something to do with my laptop's not gone on quite right. But as I say, this is a one-off show. It probably won't even happen again with a live show like this. So, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye guys. Cheers for all the support.